In today's video, we are going to be going over the most common ways that most men cope with the way they look. Start out on screen here, we have the gymcel cope. This one's one of my personal favorites, honestly. Yeah, so these are common copes and how to combat them, first of all. But yeah, to start off, we have gymcel cope. So on the left here, I have a picture of me, decent abs, a little bit of muscle, nothing crazy. I train for looks and purpose. My muscle is strong. I have to mention that it's not just useless muscle. So guys like this on the right over here, this guy's a pretty popular influencer. I think, but I see his videos all the time, and he's like, well, people actually prefer how I look over than the shredded look, the 10% body fat look. Girls, they like the 20% body fat. Blah 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 blah. That's complete cope, man. These are always the guys that are calling people, "Oh, you're victim weight." These are the only guys that say that shit. If you say victim weight, you are a fucking idiot, man. Victim weight is the biggest cope ever made. It's only fat people saying that most of the time. I mean, this guy's physique is not great, man. Like he has some muscle for sure. But if you go to my other videos, I explain why this is not a good physique. I'm not going to get into that too much in this video. This is just the common cope. But yeah, these are always the guys telling me, "Well, how much do you bench? You're victim weight, man. You're so skinny. Like I could manhandle you." First of all, not true, man. Not true. You're probably fucking 5'6". So that's just simply not true. If we go over here, we have the combative actions. So the combative actions. This is if you are a gym cell and you want to change it. If you could look like this guy over here and you want to change it, these are the actions you have to take. First off, you have to understand that aesthetics is way more important than strength and muscle. If you train with the idea of looking good, you will overcome the gym cell look. You don't want to train for this just being strong and just gaining muscle. That's a waste of time. You're going to look like this. You're going to look fat in clothes, and you won't get respect from anyone based on your physique, because you can tell a lot about a person based on their physique. And so, yeah, the first step is knowing aesthetics always beats strength and muscle, and you should be training for aesthetics. You should not be training for any other reason. The second thing you can do, lose body fat. It's simple, but if you're in the gym, you should be decently shredded, man. Like, that is the point of going to the gym, is to not be a fat fuck. This isn't like, this is better than majority of average people, especially in America, in terms of health, in terms of body, I guess. But still, this looks like shit to me. This looks like absolute shit, man. This is just the average gym goer, in my opinion. I see fucking 200 dudes in the gym every day that look like this. Whereas, someone who's a lot leaner, you don't see that quite as often because it's harder. It's harder to be leaner. It takes more discipline, and I go over that in my other videos. But yeah, being leaner is always better. So lose body fat if you're a gym cell. Automatically you will look better. Automatically you will be more aesthetic, no matter how you've been training. If you lose body fat, you're gonna look decent. Third thing, get a life, man. Get a life, bro. The gym isn't everything. If you're a gym cell, that's the first thing you need to do. You need to lose the gym cell look, lose the gym cell mindset. Touch some grass, man. Like, go do something else for a little bit. And the gym is great, man, but you cannot make it your whole personality. You have to get a life eventually. All right, moving on. This one's one of my favorites. We have the fashion cope. Oh my god, man. This one does piss me off because I see so many dudes that look like this guy, just these absolute fat fucks that look like bags of milk. Well, someone will say like, "Oh, well, you don't look good. Like, you need to get in shape." And they'll be like, "Oh, well, I know how to dress. I have style, though. Look, I got this fit on, though. Look how I got this shit on, though." Man, that is cope, bro. Like, you are coping. This motherfucker comes up to me. He's like saying, look at my fit." I'm like, "Motherfucker, I'm looking at your fat rolls peeking through your fit, bro." Like, no clothes will ever make you look good. It's true. If you're a good-looking guy, it doesn't fucking matter what you wear. It doesn't matter at all. You shouldn't be putting hours of time into your fucking fit and making sure everything coordinates. It's cope. It doesn't matter. These are how you combat it. Start caring about yourself, not your clothes. Care about your physical appearance, not some stupid materialistic things that you just wear. Clothes don't matter. Like I said, it's a bunch of cope. It's a coping mechanism, and the way you dress really doesn't matter if you're in shape, if you're tall, if you're good looking. It doesn't matter. You also have to learn what real appeal is, because well, these guys might just be uneducated about what people are attracted to, and it's not the way you dress. It's not at all. If you do just have terrible clothes or just some weird ass style, obviously that's not going to work for you. But if you just dress normally, casually, and you're a good looking guy, you will be just fine, man. And that's where appeal is. Appeal is in the way you look, not the way you dress. Gain awareness. These guys are just blissfully unaware. They think this shit matters. If you think like your shirt matters, the way your shirt looks over your face, it's simply not true. You have to be aware of that. You have to be aware of what looking good actually means. It's not just some outside appearance that you're gonna take off. Like it's you. If you look good, you're not coping. Okay. Next up, we have the guys that lie to themselves. It's always some dude that looks like this. That's like, well, people don't even care about the way you look. And it's always I put the blue pill here because it's usually a guy that just has never experienced any social interaction in his life, that's saying stuff like this, that looks like this, that's a little soy boy, that's never touched a weight in his life, that's been told by his mom and his grandma his whole life that he's handsome. And it turns you into a delusional, ugly piece of shit, unfortunately. So yeah, it's always a performative guy that looks like this. Girls don't even care about the way you look. Like, just be nice to them. Just treat them well. Just be nice and people will treat you well. It's simply not the truth. If you're an ugly, short, I hate the term subhuman, but if you fall into that category, you are not going to be treated as well as someone that looks better. On the other end of the spectrum here, we have the Andrew Tate red pill idolizer, the guy that says, well, I don't care about the way I look, all I care about is money. I'm in my grind set, I work hard, all I care about is my work. The way I look doesn't matter. I don't care about attention from girls or attention from people. I don't need any of that. I'll just work hard. It's complete cope, man. It's complete cope, because they know they're ugly fucks, because they know they don't know how to look good. They don't know what looks good, so they just obsess over materialistic shit that, money does matter. It definitely does. But it's not the only thing in life. And if you look good, if you know how to take care of yourself, you're going to have a better chance at making more money, actually. So, and that's for many reasons. People treat you better when you look better. You have more opportunities. People are more accepting of you. They want to hear what you say more. So you have more opportunities in life if you look good. It's the truth. It's always guys like this that are like, I don't care if I'm ugly. I'll be a billionaire one day. I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to have a yacht and a supercar. And then I'll get the girls, and then I'll get the life. That's not how it works, man. If you're ugly and you have a shit ton of money, it's still not going to be great for you, unless you get surgery or something. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. It's cope, okay? How to combat this? First off, I want you to go out. I want you to, if you're one of these guys, if you fall into this category, go out to the bars, go to a party, and you will understand how looks affect social interactions. You will see everyone flocking to the people that look good, that carry themselves well, that have a certain type of energy, a certain type of confidence. And they're, most of the time, confidence isn't just for no reason. It's because you take care of yourself. It's because you think you look good, because you've gotten positive reinforcement from people most of your life, or just in general, So the guys that are just like, well, just be confident. Well, you can't just be confident. You have to have a reason a lot of the time. So understanding how looks affect social interactions is key. It will immediately change someone with this mindset, or it should at least, unless they're absolutely delusional, because it's true. You will get treated better in social situations if you look good, if you stand out, if you look better than the average person. You will absolutely just have a different experience in every social situation. The second thing, this is one of the most important things, stop idolizing a stupid pill. Make your own pill. Be your own pill. Find your own way. Build yourself up. Build the way you look up. Build your own pill. Build your life the way you want to. Don't idolize some red pills, some blue pills, some other bullshit. Be a mix of all of them, if anything. Be able to access any of them at any point. You want to be able to look good. You want to have certain aspects of the red pill, certain aspects of the blue pill, and you want to be well-rounded. You don't want to just idolize one ideology because a famous celebrity or someone like you can relate to about some stuff. It's stupid. It's just absolutely retarded, brain dead. Don't do that. Make your own pill. Authenticity. It's kind of the same thing as this, but just be authentic. Be confident in who you are, and be confident in what you want. And like I said, that's not going to be for no reason. You have to care about yourself. You have to care about the way you look, about the way you act, about the way you live your life. You have to be intentional. I always say that. If you want to be authentic, if you want to be confident, you have to be intentional about it. You can't just do that for no reason. It's not just something you can just really change just by thinking. Like, you can to a certain extent, but eventually that's going to wear out. You have to have reason for confidence. You have to have reinforcement for it. You have to have positive social interactions for it over and over again to build that confidence, to build that awareness and sureness of yourself. That's the most common types of cope. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you have any. And thanks for watching.